Part 2 to the video. You know what? Let me get back. There we go. Part 2 to the video. In any case, Randy didn't want to pay me. He tried to short me. He not only tried to shorten, but he lied. That's not good work in business for anybody. But again, he got the part because he looked the part. He talked a good game. In all actuality, he didn't know anything about building an A-frame house. And as I explained all of this to the homeowner, the two, they were on code. They stuck up for each other. See, even when you're trying to help people to do the right thing, they don't care. This stuff is good. You know what? I like pepper. It's good for me. I mean, it's not like 45 bucks an hour wasn't good money. It was, but I am not in the business to making other people money off of my hard-earned work that they know nothing about. Now, if he knew just as much as me, I would have accepted that, but he didn't. He's put me in charge of the entire project. That's not good enough for 45 bucks an hour. No, you've got to do better. Good stuff. So, I just quit working for the guy. I don't understand how people can hire people that don't know anything about work, the work that you're hiring them for. I understand this capitalistic world, but you're not going to make that much money off of my back, putting me in charge of the entire project, and you're paying me pennies, literally pennies, a couple dollars on the $100 bill of what I'm worth. Normally in a situation like that, I would charge 65 bucks an hour. But you give me 45 is not enough. It's not enough at all. So now this other brother I'm working with right now, I mean, I dig it. He was in the war, got PTSD or whatever. He knows a little bit about construction, but not enough. I mean, I say he doesn't know jack other than just follow along. And he only wants to pay me 30 bucks an hour. That's good stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position right now because I need the money. So I've accepted his offer, but I did say, since I am a 1099, later on you're going to have to up my pay. Because, I mean, I'll put it to you this way. We're demoing the outside of this house in Lakewood, and I get 80% of it demoed, and he gets maybe 3% demoed, and I'm doing it myself. I'm just ripping off the stuff, tossing it down to someone else who's going to bend the nails over. He doesn't even want the nails bent over. I mean, take the nails out. He's telling everyone to bend them over. I'm pulling the nails out. All right, these are rusted nails. This house was built back in 1950s. No, 1970s, because there was a pig farm back in the day on where it's at now. He's just not running the project right. He's young. He's 30 years old. He's going to learn. I want to help him because I want to see other people succeed as well. And this young brother, I know he wants to succeed. He's going to go through some issues, but I'll deal with that road when I come across it. Primarily, I'm looking to get the connection he got in getting this project with the other brother named Kevin, who helped him get the project, so I can start making money. I would not mind pairing with Jay as a business partner, but he's not open to that. Like most brothers and sisters, African American people, you don't find this too much in other cultures, but amongst most African American cultures, my people do not want to be partners with anybody. I'm not going to say that, because I've seen some African American have business partners that are European. So I would say they don't want to be, for the most part, in business with their own people, which makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. These beans are good. So my goal this year is to find me a business partner, and she can do all the paperwork and I'll handle all the work side of the business. Hopefully we end up getting married. That's what I ultimately want. Work out great that way. Hopefully that's what it works out to. If not, it is what it is. But to all my potential clients out there, I can build any structure out there, read any set of plans out there, architectural, structural. I can even read the electrical and plumbing as well. If you're going to hire someone to build something for you and you have a set of plans, have them interpret the plans to you. And if you don't, I'm going to leave my number down in the description. Call me. I'll give you my email, and then you can send me the plans. And then when you got a contractor, they can talk to me. If I have to come down there, of course, you guys will have to pay for all those expenses wherever you're at in the United States. Tax write-off. Call me a consultant. But make sure the guy can read the plans and prove that he can do the work. Because it's not hard to do. The problem is, a lot of you guys, my potential clients, you trust what you see because what you see looks like you. What you see looks like me, you don't trust that I can do the work that I say that I'm bidding on. You got to get out of that mindset. All right, the world's going to get by a lot easier. It doesn't care if you happen to like the guy. All that should matter to you is the fact that person can deliver on what it is that you're paying them for. Down. If they can't deliver, don't pay them. Doesn't matter if you like them or not. So essentially what I'm saying is, just because you like them doesn't mean you hire them. You don't want to do that, because if that's the case, just go ahead and give them your money, because you're not going to get nothing back in return. I love beans. Beans are good. Beans are good. Put my cooker away. There we go. But yeah, I'll leave my my number, my business number, I'll even put the name of my company in Washington State. And with my UBI number that you can look me up under L&I in Washington State, I'm a legit person. I do not have no hits on my bond or insurance. That's how good I am. I warranty my work to the same warranty that the manufacturer holds, because I do it like it's supposed to. My roofing has the same warranty as the manufacturer, because I build it in the way that they want me to build it. So, something for you guys to think about. Let's get together. Let's make some money. And let's make things happen. Just because they look like you or you like them doesn't mean they're a good worker. It just means they talk a good game. Because at the end of the day, they hire me, another contractor, who doesn't look like you, who talks the same game, but for some reason, I never got the opportunity to bid on the project. But I end up building it the way that it's supposed to be built. Honestly, when I come onto job sites, I end up taking over the job sites. And I'm not an ass to work with. I'm a very easygoing guy. When I get frustrated, you may hear the frustration in my voice or in my demeanor and attitude, but it's never not once directed towards you or anybody. And if I do have a problem with someone, I always talk to them. I always compliment people on the work that they do. This stuff is good. Because I know smooth running construction site is where everyone gets along and in a good atmosphere. And that's not to say you can't bullshit on a construction site, because you can. You can bullshit on a construction site, but what you can't do is come to a construction site and cause drama. Can't have that. Especially as men, there's always a low level threat of violence. And I don't want any violence. At 6'3", 210 pounds, only a fool, and with my background in defending myself, only a fool would challenge me. Although I always give people the benefit of the doubt. So, good, smooth running work site, easy going. I not only like helping people out, but I take criticism too. Construction. And everyone makes mistakes. I have made mine. And I've dealt with them head on. Because they are my mistakes to make. And my mistakes to correct. Telling you, man, this steak and beans is good. You guys get you a steak and some beans, lima beans preferably. Cook them up. Eat them together. Oh my goodness. You are going to feel good about yourself during the meal, after the meal, and a little later, probably the next morning. No regrets. But yeah, these buildings, they're not hard to build. Codes slightly change from state to state, but the structural integrity stays the same. I do not believe that there's a more stringent building requirement than in the Seattle, Washington area. And there's reasons behind that. So, by my experience of building in Washington State, would technically considered overkill throughout the United States. I may be wrong. We may be underbuilding over here. But because of where we live at, I do not believe that's the issue or the problem. And I love learning new ways of building things. I will say, in certain parts of the world, there are some great craftsmen out there. Great craftsmen out there in the world. And I watch videos like that online as well. And if I could, I'd go hire them to come work for me up here in the United States, man, because they're good at what they do. And even paying them minimum wage here, my goodness, they'd fall in love. But I got ideas on that later on down the road. In the meantime, this is what I got to say to all my people out there in my potential clients. Verify your contractor. Make sure they know what they're doing and know how to read the plans, okay? Because I've saw many contractors mess up a set of plans and they call me in to come and fix their issue. And then I have to give the client the news that they don't want to hear. It's going to cost you a lot more to fix these problems other than to roll with it. I personally suggest you fix the problem. Fix it. But they don't want to do that. I'm going to leave my number in the description. You can call me. I'll send you my email. Send me the plans. If you want me to come out there and do some consulting work, we'll discuss on what that's going to cost. And I'll come out there to you guys and I'll consult on how the house is supposed to be built. Because when it comes to building, you got to know the codes. And I always ask for 1 week in advance notice before I can come out anywhere, because I do that entire week is researching the building codes in that specific state. Like in Carlsbad, New Mexico, you need to pass a test in order to be a contractor, a general contractor in the specific trade that you're taking up, but not as a handyman and not as a consultant. You see, Georgia's different, Alabama's different, Florida's different. I believe New York may be the same as Washington State. I haven't looked into that one yet. I'm supposed to be going out there. I don't know why they're calling me out there, but you know, I'm not going to turn down no money. I'm not going to tell them no lie. Okay, so maybe they just want to help me out. Who knows? But New York has some great builders, but they've also been, people out there have been juked over a couple of dollars. That's been going on lately in the last few years down in Florida, you know. Hopefully I can get tied into that market as well. But do not get juked out of no money. Your contractor, you make sure you pay them through the banking system that you can keep track of all the money and where it's going at all times, okay? There's another way of doing that. Call me, let's talk about it. Let's make some money together. Let me help you make your dreams happy. And by doing so, you're gonna help me make my dreams happy.